Mass Ave. It's right at the very beginning of Mass Ave on the Lawrence North Andover line. Alrighty then. I think my levels need to go up just a little bit there, Mr. Jonathan, if that's possible. Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for joining us today. Tom Duggan on the Paying Attention podcast. I think our last count was about 36,000 downloads. Is that correct, Mr. Jonathan?
Yes, sir.
And we're waiting to find out at the end of June because we get the monthly. So hopefully by the end of June, we'll be up somewhere near like the 50,000 mark. That would be great.
That would be great.
And that also helps us get sponsors. If you'd like to sponsor the show, it's super cheap. It's like $50 a week. Please give us a call or instant message me or email me. I'm very easy to get a hold of. And we will promote the crap out of your business for sure. You see what I do for my other advertisers. I even go shop there. I even got one guy that I'm working for because he needed workers. And I'm like, look, this guy does everything he can for me at Twin Light Security. I'm going to go work for the guy for a little while. So I have been. We have with us Tim Wood from Through and Loop Weekly. And we're going to continue our discussion about local stuff. But before we do, I got contacted by one of my faithful followers that follows me around when I'm driving around getting shot at in Lawrence. And kind of hard to forget that night, right? So he was telling me that his wife needs a kidney. And I thought, we've got like thousands of people that listen to the show. We have thousands of people that watch the show. We have thousands of people that read my newspaper. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to at least try to help them get the word out about what her situation is, and maybe one of our listeners, one of our readers or followers is in a position where they can help. So why don't you introduce yourself, Kim, and tell people who you are, and then I'll walk you through it. I know you're nervous, but we'll walk you through it.
Okay. My name is Kim Anderson, and I do need a kidney. When I was 12, I was diabetic, and I was one for 35 years, and it was getting so bad that I was unconscious a lot and had to be brought to the hospital because I had it so long that it didn't warn me anymore. So I qualified for a pancreas transplant, and I had that done in 2005, which has been 13 years now. And unfortunately, the anti-rejection drugs they have me on, so I don't reject the organ, is killing my kidneys.
Wow. So now, can you just tell people a little bit about what your day is like while you're waiting?
Well, a lot of times I'm tired. I don't feel like doing anything. I've lost my appetite. I'm losing a lot of weight. And I just can't sleep at night. I'm up half the night, and it's just making me feel very, very tired and not good.
What are the doctors telling you just in terms of timeline, in terms of needing the kidney?
Well, they said that I have maybe 6 months to a year before I need dialysis.
Wow.
So they're trying to schedule something if I get donors and they can be tested. It takes about 2 months to go through all that for people, and they're kind of trying to do it in September if possible.
So now, obviously you have to have a blood type match. What is your blood type,
yes,
if anybody's listening? And they
O positive.
You're an O positive. Well, that's actually good for you, right? Because isn't that one of the most common O positive? Am I right about that?
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody out there is O positive, and you are interested in donating a kidney, that's a big ask, right, Mr. Jonathan?
Yes,
Somebody
it is.
donate a kidney. If I didn't have blood problems, I'd give you one of mine. But if anybody's interested, she's O positive. Her name is Kim Anderson, and she needs a kidney, and she's got about 6 months, or God forbid, we may not have her around anymore. How do people get in touch with you? I see you've got this big sign here: kidney needed, blood type O positive. Please contact me by email, kimkidney1960@gmail.com. kimkidney1960@gmail.com. Now, I would imagine people can also call you. Is there a phone number?
Well, when they email us, I can always give them the phone number.
Okay.
And
right.
Another thing, too, is it would be covered by my insurance, having the procedure done for them at no cost.
The other person would be covered in giving the kidney?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that's great.
Wow.
And the other thing is if they are
The only thing they won't cover is a physical. They have to be physically fit to go
Okay.
through this. After that, the blood work, everything, this is what we've been told, is going to be covered by Medicare.
Okay.
And further on down the line, if something should happen, say 2 years after they had donated the kidney, something occurs that is contributed to them donating the kidney, then Medicare would pick up that tab.
So that'll also be covered.
Yes.
So this is really a win-win. We have very generous donors. I don't know how generous they are to give a kidney, but we're hoping. But our followers, our readers, they're always giving like socks for the homeless. I had one lady actually spent like $100 out of her pocket and bought shoes for one of the homeless guys that we're helping out and had it express shipped. And so we want to appeal to all of the readers and the followers of the Valley Patriot or this program. If you or somebody that you know might be interested in donating a kidney and you are O positive blood type, to contact Kim Anderson at kimkidney1960@gmail.com.
Is that fully in the shot there? Let me.
Oh, yeah, it's right in the
And I'll
shot.
go
I
out of
got
my
it.
way.
All
We'll
right.
make sure we put something in the print edition of the next Valley Patriot. From this show, we will take this segment and we'll post it separately as its own segment, and we'll put all the information in. And hopefully, somebody out there. Look, we've got 13,000 people follow us on Facebook. We've got another 36,000 people who've downloaded this program. That's an awful lot of people, and that's a good pool to come from. And maybe somebody out there would be willing. And if someone wants to step forward and they want to donate a kidney, I'll cover the crap out of that story. We will come and take your picture, and we will make you a hero. And and I promise you, we will put you on the front page of the paper, because that's a huge thing for someone to do.
You can live with one kidney.
Yeah, you can.
So
yeah.
that's really the key. It's a big ask.
Right.
But it's been done plenty of times.
Yeah. And where do you guys live? What town are you in?
We live
Nashua.
in Nashua.
You're in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Yep.
So you have to pretend you're from Methuen, and Tim will cover it too.
Okay.
Just say,
Well,
yeah, I'm from Methuen.
I
you go.
I lived in Methuen.
Oh, you did?
I did live in right at the Four Corners. Right
Oh, no
across from the
kidding.
fire
All right, so
station.
that gives you a Methuen
Covered.
connection. Former Methuen
Covered.
resident gets kidney.
And I was born and raised in the city of Lawrence.
Oh, that's great. Where about?
Lawrence boy. All over South Lawrence, Osgood Street. I went to the Breen School.
Oh, no, me too. I
graduated.
went to the Breen School.
That's where I know you from.
You brought up the breed schooler.
I was the last graduating class from the Breen
Oh,
School.
no kidding.
1970.
Wow. I grew up
Yeah.
on Boxford Street, 3 houses up from the Breen School.
Yeah, I know exactly where that
Wow.
is. Yeah, I lived at 100 Osgood Street.
So what is your hope now? Like, while you're going through all of this, Kim, how do you stay positive? How do you go through your day? Like, what do you do for your day, knowing that you've got this looming over you? It's got to be really stressful.
Yeah, it is. But, my husband is so good to me.
Yeah.
And he does everything that I ask him to do to help out. And he goes above and beyond.
Well, that's great.
And there's, I can't ask for any more. Why would I want to let him down and
Right.
die?
Right.
I want to live. I'm a fighter.
A man who does not suck.
Right. Can you believe
good.
that?
Pretty good.
Right.
I do have my
Well
moments.
I'm sure she kind of feels that way too when we're off the air. What do you do for fun? Like, do you have anything that kind of helps you to distract you in your day? Do you have any kind of hobbies or anything that you do to kind of get your
Shopping.
mind off things?
Shopping.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Very
And
good.
helping people.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. She never spends anything. She comes, what'd you buy today? Nothing.
Oh. So she shopped all day.
Window shopping.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But
Well,
she's I couldn't ask for a better soulmate, I'll tell you. She's been great.
well, that's great. The love that you two guys have, I think, is hopefully going to be able to create the good karma that's going to get you somebody to donate a kidney. And we will continue every week to promote this. Can you please keep me abreast as to how things are going, or if you get anybody contact you or anything? We'd love to cover this.
Okay.
It's
Definitely.
life and death stuff, and we do a lot of things with the homeless, but they're not dying, and a lot of people reach out and a lot of people help. I'd really love. There's nothing that would make me happier than to know that as the result of this show, we were able to save somebody's life. And
Just
so,
to get the testing, even.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, everything might not work out, but just put yourself up for the testing.
right,
A
absolutely.
live donor is better than a cadaver, but we've also been in touch with, it'll be done, the transplant up in Dartmouth in Lebanon, New Hampshire, which is quite a ride from here. It's even quite a ride from Nashua. It's like a 2-hour drive up 89. But when they do the transplant, they said either a cadaver or they'd prefer a live donor.
Right.
Live donor, you've got more success
Right.
with that. Kim had, like she said at the beginning of the show, a pancreas transplant. She was so bad that I had tested her sugar. She was unresponsive one time. Her sugar was 23.
Wow.
You're almost dead at that point.
Yeah.
Kim, through 2 surgeries, to the one be after the other, almost a year to the day, she's died twice on me after being in surgery. She's stopped breathing after the pancreas transplant. They got her going again. And I'm not super religious, but I do believe there's a higher power. The woman that revived her, her name was Angela. They called her Angel for short. If you come to our house at Christmas time, we've got angels everywhere.
That's awesome.
The second time, her heart stopped. And, I mean, I had somebody from I don't know where, and she come in that room as fast as she left, but she had her arm around me, and she said she's going to be okay, and they got her heart going again.
Clearly a fighter.
Yeah. Well, listen, we stand with you. We love you. We want you to be around as long as humanly possible. And I am, and I'm going to speak for Tim too, we're going to do everything we can to try and get the word out. There's got to be somebody out there who's willing to do this. And with all the people that follow me and all the people that follow Tim, and I'm going to talk to some of the other people here at Studio 21 Podcast Cafe that do other shows to see, excuse me, to see if we can't find a way to help you out. And if we fail, it won't be for lack of trying, that's for sure.
Thank you so much.
She does have 2 brothers that are getting tested, which
Okay.
would be ideal.
That'd be great.
Right, but we don't know. They're just starting the process.
Right.
It takes 2 to 3 months of all of this to transpire.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story and coming in. I'm sure it's probably a little embarrassing, right? And you're probably nervous coming on and doing a show like this. But please keep us informed. Please let us know how things are going. And if anything at all comes across my way about anybody that even seems like they're interested, I'll certainly be happy to pass them along to kimkidney1960@gmail.com.
Awesome.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jonathan. Let's bounce into a break. And thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us. I know it wasn't easy.